Assalomu alaykum deb qolaman, qadrli studentlar va bizni internet keyingi darslarimizga xush kelibsiz. Xo'p, bugungi darsda biz sizlar bilan reading, ya'ni matnimiz bor va bundan tashqari ajoyib grammatika, ya'ni present perfectni ever va never degan qo'shimchalar bilan ko'rib chiqamiz. Agar tayyor bo'lsangiz, demak darsimizni boshladik. Alright, the first thing is astonishing structures and great place to visit. Before we start our reading, I would like to ask a question. Man sizlardan demak matnni boshlashdan oldin bir savol bermoqchiman. Hope, which countries have you ever been to? Or which regions have you ever been to? In Uzbekistan or in the world? Hope, demak dunyoda qaysi davlat yoki shaharlarda bo'lgansiz va yoki bo'lmasam O'zbekistonda qaysi viloyatlarda bo'lgansiz? Have you ever been to Samarkand? Or have you ever been to Tashkent? Or have you ever been to China? Or have you ever been to Japan? Hope, bunaqa savollar ko'p kelishi mumkin. Va dunyoda demak sayohat qilish uchun demak chiroyli manzaraga ega bo'lgan davlatlar juda ham ko'p. Xo'p, bugun sizlar bilan shulardan bittasi bo'lgan. Demak, we'll talk about a special city tour. It says here, don't miss the Winter Palace, the street St. Petersburg, Russia. Xo'p, bugun sizlar bilan demak mana shu dunyodagi go'zal shaharlardan biri haqida demak gaplashamiz. Xo'p, qani bo'lmasam birgalikda boshladik. Alright, special city tour. So don't miss the Winter Palace, Petersburg, Russia. Alright, Winter Palace is part of the famous Hermitage Museum. So what we can see? Alright, we can see a great glittering halls, white marble staircases, hundreds of rooms of painting and treasure, and also 3,000 years of art and objects from the Europe and Asia, and then colorful gardens, amazing view over the river Neva and Petersburg. And where to find? So where is at actually? So you can also visit the special exhibition, the gift shop, the cafe, and open and every day except on Monday. So St. Petersburg is located in Russia. Okay. Now what visitors say? Demek tashrif buyuruvchilar nima deydi? It took my breath away from David, USA. The next one, there's so much to see. Isabel, France. And I have never seen building like it. Joe from Australia. And the next one, it's fantastic place to visit. Masha from Russia. So Winter Palace online review. When I first saw Winter Palace, I couldn't believe my eyes. It's huge and it seems to go on forever. I really like it, the green walls and the tall white columns with the gold at the top. There are even statues of the roof. It looks like a big sugary cake. You must go inside the palace because it's stunning. There's a marble and gold everywhere with a huge chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. The lights make everything look shiny and new. It's amazing seeing that for 200 years, people live it in all the time. Now Winter Palace is full of treasure from the past. Every room has something wonderful. I really enjoyed my visit. Here are 2 tips for the other visitors. The first one, wear comfortable shoes because you have to walk a lot. Number 2, go in the morning because there are long queues in the afternoon. So this is from Luke from Canada. And let's look at the reviews of Carla from Spain as well. Well, she says, I wanted to see everything in the Winter Palace, but you can't see everything in one day. There were rooms full of paintings, but I like the precious object the best. In one room, there is a shining gold bowl from the tomb of nomadic chief. It's hard to believe that it's more than 4,000 years old. It's unusual because there is a hole in its back. When archaeologists opened the tomb, they found 4 bowls. There was a silver rod in the back of each bowl, and the rods held a canopy of the body of the chief. We are going to London in special city tour. Next week, we are going on the London Eye, a ride on this huge wheel. It's called the Flight. I hope it's good. It sounds really exciting in the leaflet. And after that, we are going to pyramids at Giza. We are going to go inside the great pyramids to the king's chamber. I think the special city tours are great. Alright, so special city tour. Don't miss the London Eye, the London in England. So what you can see, Take a 30-minute, the flight on the tallest whale in the world, rise up to in a glass and a pot in 135 meters above the ground, and study engineering of the amazing structure and what you can see, famous London buildings, bridges, and the river Thames, and also 4 kilometers across England on a clear day. Xo'p, demak bizada ikki xil, demak ikki turdagi va ikki mamlakatga oid ikki xil shaxs bo'lgan. Birinchisi Karla ispaniyalik va u Londonga tashrif buyurgan. Va ikkinchisi Lyuk Kanada va u esa demak Rossiyadagi Sankt-Peterburg demak qasriga kirgan. Xo'p, agar sizga reading qiziqarli bo'lgan bo'lsa, demak siz bilan ozgincha reading bo'yicha mashqlarni ko'rib chiqamiz. Xo'p, mashqlarni boshlashdan oldin sizga yana bir marta mustaqil reading o'qib chiqishingizni maslahat bergan bo'lardim. Alright, dear students, if you have successfully read the reading one more time, so I think it's time to do a reading together. So I cannot do it alone, so you are going to help me. Xo'p, mana qadrli studentlar, demak sizlar bilan agarda readingni ikkinchi marta o'qib chiqqan bo'lsangiz, mashqni birga bajaramiz va o'zim bajarolmayman va sizlardan yordam kutib qolaman. Xo'p, qani bo'lmasam ketdik, ha. Birinchisi, the question number 1. So choose the correct answer. The first one is the Winter Palace is on the river. So as you know, it's a river. Number answer is B option. So number B, never. Number second, the staircase are made of. So yes, as you may know, it was a marble. Next one, the palace contains art and culture from the Europe and, as you know, and Asia. All right, question number 4. Archaeologists found a gold bowl in the, yes, you're right, tomb of the chief. Number 5, Carla is going to go into the king's chamber in the Great Pyramids. And the last one, number 6, you can see 400 kilometers across, what was that? Across England on the London Eye. Now we have successfully finished exercise number 1. I think it's time to move on the next exercise. Or birinchisi demak yaxshi tugatib oldik, demak ikkinchisiga o'tish vaqti keldi. Alright, so exercise number 2. Exercise number 2. Talk about the answer to the question. The first question is, birinchi savolimiz demak shundan iborat. Why do you think there are a long queues at the winter, the palace in the afternoon? So, what could be the reason? So she suggested that there is a long queue in the afternoon and it's the best time should be early in the morning. So why do you think there's a long queues in the afternoon? Nima uchun endi kunduzgi vaqtda, ya'ni juda ham uzoq navbat bor. Ya'ni o'sha Sankt-Peterburgdagi qasrda. You may get several answers, but before you're giving your answer, your response, so I would like to ask you to stop the video for a second and you can try. Hop, ya'ni videoni ozgincha to'xtatib, demak savolga javob berishga harakat qilib ko'ring. Okay, well, the next question. So why do you think you can see everything in the Winter Palace in one day? So why? You can get several reasons and all your answers are appreciated. And if you have some doubt, so you can go to reading again, so and then you can understand. Hop, agarda shubhangiz bo'lsa, demak yana tekstga matnga qaytishingiz mumkin va to'g'ri javobni olishingiz mumkin bo'ladi. Next question. Why do you think Carla found it hard to believe that bowl was more than 400 years old? And the last question, do you like old buildings? Why or why not? Some people like old buildings, or some people do not like the old buildings. And my question is for you. So which building do you like? The old one or the modern one? Or do you like old buildings? If you say yes, so what are the reasons? If you don't like the old buildings, so what are your reasons? Ya'ni agarda eski binolar yoki tarixiy binolarga qiziqsangiz, xo'p, ya'ni ha bo'lsa javobingiz, demak nima uchun? Agarda qiziqmasangiz, ya'ni javobingiz yo'q bo'lsa va nima uchunligini demak aytib berishingiz kerak bo'ladi. But only faqatgina in English language. Alright, dear students, now it's time to move on. So some vocabulary exercise, which is the last one, and exercise number 3. Demak, 3-chi mashq ham siz bilan yetib keldik. So in this exercise, we are going to name some objects. In the reading, as you may know, there are some vocabularies which may not be familiar to you. Hop, hozirgi matnimizda bir nechta vocabulary so'z bolaga keldi va ko'pchiligi yoki ba'zilari ularni ba'zilari sizga notanish bo'lishi ham mumkin. Picture number 1. And that is in English, it's called canopy. It's called canopy. Number 2, and that is in English, chandelier. Picture number 3, and that is leaflet. And picture number 4, and as you may know, and that is a staircase. A staircase. Picture number 5. So what's happening? there's a cashier, so as you may guess, it's a shop. Which means it's a gift shop. And the last one, we have only one left, and that's called column. Alright, my dear fellow students, now we have finished reading and some exercise which is based on that. Xo'p, mana sizlar bilan reading matnimizni tugatdik va unga aloqasi bo'lgan mashqlarni ham ko'rib chiqdik. Xo'p, umid qilamanki sizga yoqdi reading va juda ham ajoyib mavzular bo'ldi. Now let's move to our grammar session. Menimcha endi grammatikaga o'tsak ham bo'ladi. Alright, xo'p, grammatikani bejiz olmaymiz, chunki grammatikamizdagi ko'pgina mavzular, ya'ni bizni matnimizga bog'liq ham bo'ladi. Ya'ni hozirgi berilgan matnda, ya'ni Rossiyadagi Sankt-Peterburg qasri yoki bo'lmasam Londondagi sayohatlarni ko'rib chiqadigan bo'lsak, u yerda demak present perfect, ya'ni ever va never deb berilib o'tgan. Va men bugun hozir sizlarga present perfect o'z asli nima va qaysi holatda everni va qaysi holatda neverni ishlash mumkinligini tushuntirib o'taman. Alright, so what's present perfect? And what is the formula of present perfect? How present perfect formasi nima va u qaysi vaqtda ishlatiladi? Well, we form present perfect with the tense with have and has plus past participle. Xo'p, demak, biz present perfectni demak egaga, ya'ni I, you, we, they ga have qo'shish orqali va bu yerda verb past participle, ya'ni fe'lning 3-shakli yoki bo'lmasa ed formasini ishlatamiz. Xo'p, misol uchun I have eaten apple. Men olma yedim. Va biz faqatgina have emas, has ham ishlatamiz. Misol uchun we use he, she, it, we use has. Va he, she, itdan tashqari boshqa qanaqadir inson yoki birorta o'rtog'ingiz yoki kimdir shaxsni nomini yoki ismini ta'kidlamoqchi bo'lsangiz, albatta u kishiga ham demak as, has ishlatamiz. Xo'p, misol uchun he has eaten apple. U olma yedi. Xo'p, present perfect bu o'tgan zamonga taalluqli emas va o'tgan zamon passive juda farq qiladi. Bu odatda yangi informatsiya deyish mumkin. Right, so for example, misol uchun demak present perfect ga I have cut my finger or I have cut my thumb yoki men bosh barmog'imni kesib oldim. Kesib olgan vaqtim 2 soat yoki 3 soat oldin bo'lishi mumkin va bu past simple ga oid. Lekin demak hozirgacha og'riyapti va bu narsa demak ta'siri bor. Ya'ni o'tgan zamonda boshlangan bo'lsa-da va hozirgi zamonga ta'siri bo'lsa, biz present perfectni ishlatamiz. Yana bitta misol berishim mumkin. Would you like to eat something? Biror narsa yeyishni xohlaysizmi? No, I have had a lunch. Hozirgina obed qildim. Yoki bo'lmasa I have had a lunch. Men obed qildim. Ya'ni obed qildim degan natijasi balki 1 soat yoki 2 soat oldin obed qilgandir, lekin qorni och emas. Chunki 1 soat 2 soat oldingiga demak yeyish ish harakati hozirga ta'sir qilyapti-da va hozir u odamning qorni och emas. Xo'p, yoki yana bir misol berishimiz mumkin. For example, I have lost my passport. Men pasportimni yo'qotdim. Qachon yo'qotganim aniq esimda yo'q. Balki kechadir, balki ertalabdir, balki kechqurun, balki 2 soat oldin bo'lishi ham mumkin. Lekin haligacha men topa olmayman. Demak, o'tgan zamonda boshlanib, hozirgacha aloqasi bo'lgan yoki rezultati bo'lgan ish harakatga biz present perfectni ishlatamiz. Ya'ni I have lost my passport. Men pasportimni yo'qotdim va haligacha topa olmayapman. Tushungan bo'lsangiz, xo'p, endi keyingisiga o'tamiz. Demak, ever and never. Present perfect tense, we use ever for the questions and never the answers to express the frequency. Xo'p, demak biz everni ko'proq savolda va neverni esa demak javob tariqasida ishlatamiz. Ever o'z aslida nima degani? Ever o'z aslida demak hayotingizda hech biror marta degan ma'noni bildiradi. Misol uchun, have you ever driven a car? Hech mashina haydaganmisiz? Have you ever tried sushi? Hech sushi yeganmisiz? Va bu ma'no hayotingizda bir marta bo'lsa ham bo'lganmi yoki yo'qmi degan ma'noda ishlatamiz. Misol uchun, hech Yaponiyada bo'lganmisiz? Have you ever been to Japan? Agar javobi ha bo'ladigan bo'lsa, ya'ni yes, I have been. Yo'q, men hech qachon bo'lmayman demoqchi bo'lsangiz, ya'ni hech qachon degan narsani bizga never bo'ladi. Ya'ni men hech qachon Yaponiyada bo'lmaganman. I have never been to Japan. Ya'ni savolga e'tibor bering. Have you ever been to Japan? Hech Yaponiyada bo'lganmisiz? Demak javobi I have never been to Japan. Men hech qachon Yaponiyada bo'lmaganman. Demak, ko'rib turganingizdek, have bilan demak ever bilan never unaqa qiyin demak mavzu yoki chalg'itadigan narsa emas. Shunchaki kun davomida mashq qilib borsangiz, albatta buni uddasidan chiqasiz. Xo'p, endi esa keling, demak sizlar bilan mana shu grammatikamiz mashqimizni ko'rib o'tamiz. Alright, so we are in grammar section. So exercise number 1, we have to look and read. Look at that two students are sitting, they are looking at the picture, and we have to read the sentence, and it says, Ed Darcy is famous explorer. He has visited many countries in the world. Demak, Ed Darcy juda ham mashhur tadqiqotchi va dunyodagi juda ko'p davlatlarda bo'lgan. Has he ever been to Africa? U hech Afrikada bo'lganmi? Yes, he has been to Africa. Ha, Afrikada bo'lgan. Next, has he ever been to China? Demak, Xitoyda bo'lganmi? No, he has never been to China. Yo'q, u hech qachon Xitoyda bo'lmagan. Alright, and next one is ask and answer. Demak, savollarni o'qib va javob beramiz. Birinchisi, demak, has Ed ever been to South America? Has he ever been? Answer is South America. Yes, he has been to South America. Has he ever been to Peru? Answer is, as you can see, no. So he has never been to Peru. So as you can see, we have a lot of questions right here about North America, Canada, Africa, Egypt, China, Arctic, the Antarctic, Russia, and Australia. So you can practice by asking the question and never with your partner. Demak, bizga ko'p davlatlar berilganligi uchun, demak, siz o'rtog'ingiz bilan yoki yoningizdagi sherigingiz bilan, demak, mana shu savollar yuzasidan harakat qilib boshqa davlatlarni, demak, savol berishingiz mumkin bo'ladi. Ya'ni, misol uchun, has he ever been to Africa? Hech Afrikada bo'lganmi? Demak, javobida, demak, ha deyilibdi. Demak, javobi yes, he has been to. Agarda yo'q bo'ladigan bo'lsa, no, he has never been to. Agar tushunib yetgan bo'lsangiz, demak, biz keyingi mavzuyimizga, ya'ni 3-mashqimizga o'tamiz. Exercise number 3 and the last one. Ed always wears the same boots. Ask and answer. Have Ed's boots been to China? Demak, juda ham ajoyib savol. Demak, Edning, demak, oyoq kiyimlarining etiklari Xitoyda bo'lganmi? Demak, Ed o'zi asli Xitoyda bo'lmaganligi uchun, demak, tabiiy holatda oyoq kiyimlari ham Xitoyda bo'lmagan. Ya'ni, no, they have never been to China. Next question, have they been to Africa? Ular Afrikada bo'lganmi? Yes, they have been to Africa. Keyin savolimiz, have they been to the Arctic? Answer is yes, they have been to Arctic. Why? Because Ed has been to Arctic. And please try to ask a question about the boots using the question from 1 to 8. Demak, 1 dan 8 gacha, demak, davlatlarning nomidan foydalanib, demak, mana shu etiklar haqida savol so'rashingizni xohlagan bo'lardim. Va bu ingliz tilingizni juda ham oshiradi. Ya'ni, you can ask a question about Australia, Russia, Africa, and Antarctic with your friends. For example, have they been to Australia? You can say yes, they have been. Or you can say no, they haven't been. Xo'p, mana qadrli studentlar, demak, bugun sizlar bilan juda ham ajoyib readingni, ya'ni matnimizni ko'rib chiqdik va shu bilan bir qatorda qisqa bo'lsa, demak, present perfect, ever va never haqida, demak, suhbatlashib o'tdik. Bugungi dars sizga ma'qul kelgan bo'lsa, demak, darsdan charchamang va sizlarni keyingi darslarda kutib qolaman.